People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news that we see that the St. James Popo, they have identified a person of interest in the conning slap away of a 9-year-old boy. We are speaking about an area called Flankers, we are speaking about Montego Bay, we are speaking about St. James. And that person of interest, his name is Lance J. Sterling, and he is asked by the Popo to turn over himself immediately before them have to come for him. Now the report also stated that 3 other persons were also conned up, and that include a 6-year-old Pitney, and I am speaking about a girl, and she is said to be the daughter of popular dancehall artist. We are talking about Tommy Lee Sparta. Now, based on the information from the Popo, it is said that the motive behind this is a little quarrel, a little altercation between 2 families. Now, people, when we list the stories like this, and we are speaking about a 9-year-old Pitney and also a 6-year-old Pitney, we can only come to the logical conclusion that these are innocent Pitney. They surely are not involved in any sort of gang activity. They surely did not owe anybody. They surely is not a part of any sort of thing that is going on, any sort of mix up and passa. So the point that I am trying to make is that they are innocent victims. They are innocent bystanders. Now, when we listen to the motive based on what is out there in our social media, in the news, it is said that there was a little disagreement. So people, this only shows you how dark persons are. We are speaking about persons in some volatile community. We are talking about some garrison. It seems as if they feel as if the only way to basically solve any sort of problem is basically to go pick up a tool, is basically run go for a machine, is basically to go for a stone, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. There isn't any sort of reason, any sort of conflict resolution. It seems like everybody want to resort to violence. It seems like everybody want to slap away the next person for no reason, for no reasonable reason. Some people, we are speaking about some set of persons that are dark and ignorant. We are talking about them head no good. We are talking about some nano because them nano head, them nano sense. And most of all, they have no conscience. Because the truth and the fact that if you can roll up on a group of persons and basically just start let off some can randomly, we are talking about some wild SHOT. And after the SMOKE clear, we are talking about 4 people that more than likely are innocent, that more than likely were not even a part of this quarrel or altercation or dispute. So people, when we think about stuff like this, what does it tell us? It tells us that this society, it tells us that these new millennial people, may I talk about the little youth them, may I talk about the woman them, may I talk about some dark people, may I talk about them dark like midnight, because people, here we see it once again, one more again, we are talking about some Pitney that are also the victim. We are talking about some innocent victims of this BS in Jamaica, all because of a little dispute between 2 families. So people, based on the information that is out there, the preliminary information that is out there, we are talking about because of a dispute, a little 9-year-old Pitney end up pass away, and also one next little 6-year-old in the place of recovery, basically taking care of her WOUNDS. And when we think about the fact that she is also or said to be the daughter of dancehall artist Tommy Lee Sparta, I can just imagine what he is going through. I can just imagine the emotions and trauma that he is going through, knowing that him little Pitney basically in the place of recovery. So people, like we see, the Popo has a person of interest, them have a name, and hopefully this person will give in himself and do the right thing, or hopefully them can go for him and basically give him what he deserves. We are talking about some Tarzan type of justice, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like me say, it is just my views and opinion, it is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, one word, don't put no space between the words, Jamaica Dancehall Source. And also subscribe to this channel. I am speaking about True Jamaican Buzz. And when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon and also press all in the option. Now the next thing that is popping in the news that we see that dancehall artist we are speaking about, Elephant Man, he has been officially charged by the Popo and he is supposed to return to court on April 15, 2020. And based on the information, he was taken by force to a government quarantine facility and basically he was charged for giving misleading information as it pertains to restriction and also perjury act of the immigration. So basically what happened is that Elephant Man came in at the Sangsters International Airport last Tuesday and they did not really declare that he was coming from some places. We are talking about Germany and we are also speaking about Italy. We are speaking about some places that is on the ban list as it pertains to the Big C. We are talking about the Chinese thing. So basically the Popo served a summons at his house we are speaking about today and they went there along with the Popo and the Ministry of Health officials and they basically took the DJ into a quarantine facility. We are talking about a government facility. Now people, when we think about this case as it pertains to Elephant Man, we saw that after the whole thing basically buzzed on social media, he came out and he did a couple of interviews where speaking about at least 2 or 3 and he was trying to justify his situation. He was trying to make all sorts of excuses and obviously it seems like the Ministry of Health and also the police did not believe like most persons in a society. We are talking about the majority and people. You know that majority always rules. It was not very convincing. It sounds like he was talking all sorts of gibberish. It sounds like he was talking all sorts of a Nancy story and Tukuman story, Rete, Lele, blue, blah, bling. And people, the truth and the fact that he was actually putting other persons in a society, including his friends and family's life in jeopardy. Because if you went to a place and you as a dancehall artist, as a performer, you are interacting with all sorts of people from some risky area. I talk about Germany, I talk about Italy, along with other places. So therefore, based on what is going on in Jamaica and based on the fact that Jamaica is a poor third world country, we don't want to get the type of thing that happens in Italy in a Jamaica, because Jamaica does not have the manpower, they don't have the resources, I talk about the finances for basically battle this thing, I talk about the Big C. So therefore when an artist does something like this, it is a very selfish act. And people remember he was claiming that he has quarantined himself since he basically came back to Jamaica. And people, the truth and the fact that that was also found out to be a lie, because there was sighting of Elephant Man and people. We have the evidence we are speaking about on social media, because somebody saw him at Fontana Pharmacy. We are talking about in a Barbican. We are talking about after 12 the next day when he came in on the Tuesday. So therefore he came in on Tuesday and he was at Fontana's Pharmacy. We are talking about the next day. We are talking about after 12 noon. So people, we see that he was actually lying. Point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views and opinion on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I said, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see a party promoter and better known as an actor. We are speaking about a person that is known as Bad Boy Trevor and his government name is Garfield Reid. And based on what the information is saying is that he was arrested and charged allegedly for staging a pool party we are talking about at Plantation Heights. And basically they are saying that he violated the protocol where they said that no more than 20 persons can gather. And basically what the Popo is saying that there were at least 50 persons at this party. So people, we see that while the Ministry of Health and also the government of Jamaica is trying to contain this Big C, a thing that is causing all sort of havoc and catastrophe all over the world. We see that persons are out there with their own self-interest. We are talking about their own selfishness. And people, I don't want to sound like a party pooper. However, when you do stuff like this at a time like this, you are basically putting other person's life in jeopardy. You are basically causing all sort of thing to go on in a Jamaica, and people, your sister Jamaica already poor. Your sister Jamaica can't really take on any sort of big problem. So therefore, whatever we can do individually or as a group of people, we should basically follow these rules and make sure that it does not spread more than it can spread. So the point that I am trying to make is that each person, we are speaking about each citizen of Jamaica, are supposed to do their very best to basically minimize this thing spreading all over the place, because people, we don't want it to basically broke out like a sore, point blank and period. So anyways, people, based on the report, it is said that he was taken into custody by the Popo and he was violating the state of emergency, the noise abatement, and we are speaking about liquor license, and we are speaking about more than 20 persons at any sort of event, and we are saying that this event took place at Plantation Heights. So people, the moral of the story is this: we see that there are persons that are still out there with their selfish agenda that is only thinking about self and not the bigger picture, and they are basically jeopardizing the life of everybody. We are talking about everybody in a Jamaica, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.